You are now listening to Cannabruhz.
What do you think about the NFT in regards to like cannabis, the cannabis space? So for those of you that are listening out there, so an NFT is a non-fungible token, and it's more like it's like a digital artwork that's backed by some type of virtual currency, so like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about how that would work with cannabis and everything?
Well, just like cannabis, man, it's the future. Uh, I actually been off into the crypto space for some years now, probably since like 2013. I've been learning
Okay.
about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and things like that, and NFTs. I've known about it for a couple of years. They started
Okay.
to become real big and popular. But the thing about NFTs, man, it allows for the original creator to constantly get paid and get royalties on their art. So,
Mm-hmm.
what we call it, a crypto art. So let's call it NFTs, crypto art. So let's say I got this beautiful, let's say in cannabis, I got this beautiful picture of this flower that I made. I done kind of tripped it out a little bit, added a little different colors,
Right.
some
Right.
special effects to it, and it's this amazing NFT. It's like one of 100. Let's say we got a one of 100, and I sold those NFTs for some odd dollars. The creator of that NFT gets paid on that original sale of it, and then as that NFT is constantly sold, after that they get royalties off of
Oh
each
wow.
transaction. So yeah, that's a unique thing about NFTs and crypto art, that it's the ledger, the blockchain of it, that you can always trace it back to the original creator. And that's what's unique about cryptocurrency in itself, that everybody had this ledger to be able to track and see how much Bitcoin is going here, Ethereum is going here, how many app is going here, how many
Right.
Litecoin, whatever
Right.
coin it is. And the same thing is with NFTs. Once you send that digital art to a different wallet, it's always tracked within the blockchain in the ledger. So you can always authenticate the art that you have. And that's going to be the most important thing. Because a lot of people ask, like, well, why can't you just take a screenshot of it and I got the art? Well, that's like saying, what's a famous art, Picasso or something like that. Let's say
Yeah.
you got a original Picasso, and let's say you got a replica of something that Picasso done created. Which one holds more value, especially after you get it authenticated and you're able to
Mm-hmm.
trace it back to the original creator of it? It's authentic. But if you got this replica, this screenshot, you have something that's worthless. And
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily say worthless, but it's not worth as much as the original.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. And
But
that's
uh,
Do
it's,
you
it's a
think
lot of
that?
different ways.
Yeah, and I guess my question too is, how big of an impact do you think that's going to actually have on the cannabis movement itself? Versus being something that the art creators, and the
Mhm.
artists themselves would actually be able, be able to benefit from. Do you think it'll actually have some kind of positive effect on the movement?
Yeah, I think it'll have a extreme impact on the cannabis movement and itself, especially when we come to start talking about money. And now a lot of folks in the cannabis space are unable to put their money into banks and things like that. So let's say if they want to put it into cryptocurrency, because there's different ways to be able to kind of keep
Mm,
up with
Mhm.
that in that way. And that can get a
yeah,
little sketchy, but that's always a way to be able to kind of maneuver and manage your money. And also, create investments to be able to create more returns of your money, use your money in different ways and different platforms versus just putting it in the bank. Now, I'm pretty sure the banks ain't they not foolish. They kind of coming up to the speed of cryptocurrency and things like that
Mhm.
as well. So that's why I say it's the future and it's coming, and it's going to be a more sophisticated blockchain when it's all said and done, when it comes to these banking institutions and these individuals, especially those in the cannabis space, because some form of currency is probably one of the biggest challenges that we currently have in the industry, and especially in the medical marijuana industry and space as well, since they can't put their money in the bank, so they folks getting robbed for different kind of things, different
Mhm.
fees.
yeah.
Let's say if you could pay your bank fees. Let's say you could pay your tax fees in Bitcoin. That's a more safer way to make a transaction versus going into a bank with a duffel bag
Right.
full of cash trying to make a deposit when you can get robbed outside.
Right.
Right.
Right. And there's actually a great point about that you make about people having to store their cash inside their business because banks aren't allowing them to utilize their services.
You are now listening to Cannabruhz.